Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Creators, and in this video I'd like to give you a quick rundown of the new Overspeed ability and what it does and how it works. Overspeed is this new ability that we can activate whenever it's charged, and it becomes available to activate as soon as it reaches 50% charge, so after 1 minute, but only with half the duration. Or you could wait 2 minutes until it's fully charged and it will have its full duration. And all characters are now grouped into 4 roles or classes, and now we have attackers, tanks, supporters and healers. And whenever you activate Overspeed, that universal trait shared among all classes is reduction of AEB gauge consumption by 1 AEB. So when a weapon ability normally costs 4 AEB, it will cost only 3 as long as Overspeed is active. And that's one shared trait, and then every class has different perks. However, besides the Overspeed ability and leveling it up, the characters will now get a permanent stat boost depending on which class they are in, and those stat boosts permanently increase character stats just like the ones in Character Stream. So most characters are now attackers, and we have Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie, Vincent, Zack and Sephiroth as attackers. And besides the reduced AEB consumption, while Overspeed is active, their attack will be increased depending on their Overspeed ability level. But then stat boosts. If you max out this current node tree, your character will gain 1500 HP and 300 both physical and magic attack, and those are permanent stat increases. So it's a very nice boost, almost comparable to a level cap increase. But only this will take us a very long time to max it out, even just for one character. And then with ability effects you can increase attackers' elemental potency, and when you max out this current skill tree, your attacker will get a 10% potency increase to every element. But of course then we have attacker tuning, which is the Overspeed ability, and we also have all the details, and level 1 always starts with AEB cost reduction, and then every level increases attack boost by 5% and duration by 2 seconds. So level 5 will have a 20% attack boost with 20-second Overspeed duration, and overall attackers get a very nice stat increase, but whenever you activate Overspeed they will hit, I would say, much harder. Barret, Angeal and Glenn are classified as tanks, and whenever you activate Overspeed, besides the reduced AEB consumption, the defenses will be increased, and tanks also get 1500 HP and 12 physical and magic defense, which might not seem like a lot, but when combined with defensive boost from High Wind, that increased base defense will benefit them a lot, as any defensive abilities on weapons, they multiply from that increased base stat. But tanks also have elemental resistances, and as you unlock their nodes, they will get 20% elemental resistance for every element. And when you activate the tank tuning Overspeed ability, their defenses will be increased for the duration of the Overspeed, and with level 2 they get 5% defenses, and for every level it will increase them by 5%. So that's the current max level 5, they will get 20% physical and magic defense, and I think those stat boosts and the Overspeed ability are very fitting for tanks. We also have 3 supporters, and they are Sid, Lucia and Keith Sith, and besides the reduced AEB consumption, whenever you activate Overspeed they will be breaking more sigils. And supporters, for some reason, also gets 1800 HP, so a bit more than all other classes, and 300 physical and magic attack, and they also get 60% increase to the duration of their buffs and debuffs. And supporter training increases physical and magic attack by 5% for every level, but also whenever they destroy sigils, they be breaking 1 more sigil. So I'm not sure if every Overspeed level will increase both attack and extra sigils, but overall that extended base duration of buffs and debuffs is great. But this attack increase is a bit confusing because those 3 characters don't really do much DPS, and also destroying extra sigils so far counts only for the X sigil, not the other ones, not the diamond sigil, so I am honestly a bit confused why it's only for 1 sigil, because it seems very situational. But I think in the future, as Overspeed will expand, we'll see more branches with other sigils. And lastly, we have healers with Aerith, Matt and Naki, and whenever you activate Overspeed, besides the reduced AB consumption, their healing ability is increased, and healers also get 1500 HP and 100 AE heal stat increase. It's nothing big, and this small stat increase will not make much difference in healing, I think, but they can also get 18% to single healing abilities and 9% to group healing abilities, and this I think will be a very nice boost for their big PP heals. But then the healer tuning, when it's activated, besides from that reduced AEB consumption, the heals are increased by 5% per level, and so level 5 should have heals increased by 20%. So I think attackers got the best Overspeed ability overall for general use, as you always benefit from those attack increases, and other class abilities will rather be situational, but I think tanks increasing their defenses will be great, especially in those hard battles. And I also think supporter and healer tuning abilities are the ones that are most underwhelming, at least at the moment. And the way the characters are grouped, it's permanent and you can't choose a different class for a character. And I have to admit I'm questioning some of their choices here, because I think Nanaki would have been a perfect supporter, or Glenn should have been an attacker. But Glenn has been a physical warrior god for a year, but now he got a provoke on 1 weapon and suddenly he is a tank. And I think especially those 2 choices are big missed opportunities, because Glenn is now classified as a tank, so soon he will not be that top warrior DPS anymore, simply because he will be missing those attack boosts, warrior potency, and when activated, Overspeed won't give him that 20% attack boost. And I also wish, instead of them assigning characters in those groups, we could have had 4 classes available for every character, and that we could choose a class we want for every character. That would also guarantee a long-term progression for every character, but I think it being our decision would have been much better overall, as every character would get some nice stat increases, but we could switch between those classes whenever we want to. I also think it will take us quite a while to max out Overspeed, because to unlock nodes we need class memories and noble class memories, and we can't farm them anyway, even in premium quests, and with the little we get from events, we'll have to make a decision on which character we'd like to spend them on first, because if we spend them on just 1 character, we won't have enough to unlock nodes on another character, so everyone will have to carefully make decisions on which characters they want to invest first. And for me, it's not an issue. I only have Sephiroth and Cloud, so I'll just keep switching between those 2. But if you have gear for multiple attackers, you have to keep choosing between 5 or 6 characters, and that will significantly slow down the progress. And there are only 3 characters in other classes, but in April we should get a new character for either of those classes, as they are not as overcrowded as attackers are. But I think Overspeed is overall a very nice addition, or rather will be, after we'll be able to make some progress on it and unlock those higher levels, and that will just require some time, but I wish we just had more freedom to choose classes for each character. But yeah, that would be all then. I'm also curious what you think of this new ability, but in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.